Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is the tree in question. We're going to be working on this little flamingo willow. Salix Integra is its proper name. And I'm just going to be taking off all the dead bits and pruning it back into shape. I'm also going to probably take some more cuttings and remove the wire. So I've been growing this from a cutting. This is a cutting from another tree. So I'll show you the mother tree in a minute. And I will put some pictures of some bigger trees up from the internet just to show you what sort of tree it is. But they get these really nice pink foliage throughout the year. This one's almost lost all its leaves. The other tree's still got most of it. So they're really nice little trees. So I thought I'd see if I can make one into a bonsai. They're really popular in the UK at the moment, these trees. They're everywhere. So I'm just in the process of taking the wire off. I've already taken two pieces off. Just taking off the last piece from around the trunk. Just being careful, supporting the bottom and unwinding it. It has already started digging in, biting into the trunk. I'll show you in a minute. So that's the last piece off. And then I'm going to get rid of all the dead bits. I can see there's a few dead bits. And I'm going to try and take a few more cuttings, I think, and then just prune back all the long growth. Look how much some of these have grown. Over a foot. So as you can see, there's a few dead bits. The end of this one's died. So I'll just cut it back. Not directly into the new stuff, but as far as we can. A few more dead bits on the end here. They do get quite a lot of dye back in these trees. Seems quite common, even the big one. Quite a lot of it dies and it all grows back. Especially if it dries out as a sulk. So the willows would be ideal sitting in a tray of water, especially when it's hot. And you can even grow cuttings in water. All these long shoots are ideal cuttings. So especially this one that's even buried at the bottom, so it might even have root on it already. I'll just pry it off from the trunk. And if you rip them, sort of be careful not to tear the bark down the tree, but if you rip them back off the trunk, you get a nice little bit of the other bark, and that's the best sort of way to get a cutting, is to get a heel cutting. Okay, so I'm going to try and get this bit off the bottom here as a heel cutting. If I can break it off quite gently, I will. If not, I'll just slide the secateurs as close to the trunk as I can without damaging it too much. Hope you can see. So, no roots, but that's perfect candidate for a cutting. And I'll probably even leave the leaves on the top because they'll probably just come off soon. But what you would normally do is just cut it back. So you've got a fair few buds, but not a huge amount, and you cut the leaves off, and there's almost guaranteed that will root. I've literally just put whole branches in there before with the willows, so but that's the ideal candidate. So I'll probably put that in its own pot, and we'll just grow it on as a new tree. So I've just got this little clay pot here, and what I'm going to do is water the soil quickly. It's quite dry. I'll water it again afterwards. But the willows, it's as simple as just poking them in. We don't even need to put rooting hormone on there. And I can't find mine at the moment, so I'll probably take a few, so I'll probably put them around the edge, just so that when we come to separate them, they're all the roots are nice and easy to get to around the edge of the pot. And I'll take a few more, but I won't bother boring you with the whole thing. Just trying to figure out where there's a branch that I don't want. I'll probably take that one there as well. So, cut it back. In theory, you could even get 2 out of 1, but I know these ones will almost definitely root if I take them from there. And I normally poke them down pretty much to the bottom of the pot. So I'll probably take a few more. I'll give them another water when I'm done. So I'm going to prune it now. I mean, I quite like the shape of it. I've had a while on it. I've managed to make all these main branches curl, and I think it looks alright. Not really a traditional bonsai, but what I want to do is make a few more curly branches with these ones, and prune off some of the ones which I don't want, and everything else will just cut back. So I want to definitely use this branch to make a new bit somewhere. So I'll keep that one. I probably don't need that one there. So get that off. This one here, I could use it, but I've got other branches here, and it's quite thick, so I'll take it off. And I will use that one as another cutting. Pop that in quickly while I'm here. I'll sort them out properly afterwards. I'm just keeping them in damp soil, and then I'll firm it all down when I've got what I want in there. Now, I'm not sure about this back branch either. So, I don't know. Could use it. Could use that one. This one's coming off of that one, so I mean we could make it separate, but I'll probably just get rid of it. Another cutting. And then everything else I'm just going to cut back for now, except for the ones that I want to train. So them two I'm going to keep as unpruned at the moment, and I'm not going to prune that one at the moment. Everything else I'm going to cut back to a few buds facing the good direction. Even though this one's coming off the top, I'm going to make it so there's a bud that shoots out backwards, so it still keeps it quite flat. And they do kind of like droop around and stuff on their own anyway, so eventually it'd get pulled over that way. These little ones here I'm going to cut right back. Leave 2 sets of buds. That one I'm keeping as it is for now. That one can stay, but we'll just change the direction of it. Yeah, we don't need this one at all, I don't think. Unless I bring it out. I'm going to have this one. Don't know. Might keep that one as well. We can put wire on them one as well. So then we've got 4 we can wire. 2 pairs. And we can make 2 more new sort of pads. So I'll leave that one. And these ones at the top I'm going to prune back as well. So they've got 1 or 2 sets of buds left. So now I'm going to wire them 2 or 4. Alright, so I'm going to wire these 2. I don't know if I want to waste wire going all out of the trunk, but I haven't really got a choice. At least if I cut it, if I did 2 separate bits and just wrapped them around the trunk, I could do that. But if I do one piece, then I can reuse it in the future as well. So if I can cut them as long as possible. When I take it off, the wire's more useful for this. So I'm using quite really thin wire. Because I've got loads of it left, because I haven't been using the thin stuff. But I only want to sort of gently persuade these branches to go where I want to go. I'm going to try and avoid the original wire marks. Let them grow out. Almost there. So it doesn't really matter how I do this, I'm going to try and avoid that wire mark, so just go like that. Being careful of buds as well. So probably that a bit long because I'm probably going to cut a bit off. So I'll just wire up to as far as I think I'm going to want it for now. That's probably fine. So I've got extra wire there, did that one too long. And I've done the same with this one, but what I could actually do is just not prune these ones and just go to the tip. And spiral them up or do something really unusual with the branch. Just to show you guys. Basically what I did with these ones is just put some shape into them and made them look pretty cool. They're really flexible and really bendy. Like if you can see one of these branches, you can actually do that on it and it won't break. So I'm not too worried about that. Or you wrap it around your finger. It's fine, because it's a willow. So what I'll do is actually just prune that off. So there, wasted a bit of wire there, but I will take it off and put it in my tray because I'll probably use it for something. So that was just a mistake really. So you can have a play. Do them too. So I don't need to go to the end. We'll just prune them now. Actually, we'll leave it. I'll just put a little loop in the end. And we'll prune it off. should really prune the tree completely first, but just wanted to see where these branches go first and have a play. So that's the tree now. Kind of need to get something else around the back, so anyway, the choice is completely yours with your tree. So I'm trying to twist the wire so it gets tighter, and that helps you move the branch a bit more as well. Right, so that's what's come off the tree. Not much really. I'll just chuck them out of the way, and I've got 4 little cuttings in here. Got them all how I want them now, so give them a water, firm down the soil around them, and I'll just put these out of the way in the greenhouse somewhere, and they should root. So I don't think I need to get this out of the pot particularly. Well, I will have a look, clear off all this. We have roots coming out the bottom. So that will need a repot in the spring. So yeah, we've got some nice roots by the looks of it. Starting to come along down there. Some aren't so great, but just the service ones from there. I'll bring you in, you can see them. So I'll show you the tree. And you can see we've got some good roots in there. A couple of twisty ones, which I'm not too worried about. Yeah, there's no one down there. So I don't really need to do much to the roots, but I'll probably give it a repot in the. I will give it a repot at some point in the spring because it will be growing like mad. Okay, so that's the tree now, guys. Let me know what you think. I'm quite happy with it, and I know the way it grows, so everything, all the new stuff shoots upwards, so it looks really cool. The more shape and stuff you've got in it. Not traditional bonsai shape by any means, but it's just a decorative tree that I'm messing around with. I'll just put a little bit of fresh soil on top. And just press it into all the gaps and cover up all the roots again. And then we'll bung it back outside for the winter. These are fine outside. Wash some of the fresh soil in. We certainly don't need water at the moment because it's been raining all the time. That's that one. Let me know what you think, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.